Imagine this: one of the world's top female boxers, a champion who's just unified major titles in a dominant display, is suddenly stuck on the sidelines for months without a fight in sight, and it's not due to injury or choice. That's the shocking reality Eddie Hearn is calling out as downright criminal. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this a case of promoter greed prioritizing profits over a fighter's career momentum? Or is it just the harsh reality of boxing's complex business world? Let's dive into the details and unpack why this situation has fans and insiders buzzing. Eddie Hearn, the outspoken boxing promoter, has publicly slammed the prolonged inactivity of Welsh fighter Lauren Price, 31, labeling it criminal, in the aftermath of her impressive win over Natasha Jonas back in March. For those new to boxing, Price didn't just win a match. She unified 3 major world titles, the IBF, WBC, and WBA welterweight belts, showing she's among the elite in her weight class. This victory made her a superstar for Boxer and their broadcasting partner at the time, Sky Sports, turning her into a prime asset in the sport. Yet, since the partnership between the promoter and broadcaster ended, Price has been fighting an uphill battle to get back in the ring. It's a classic example of how television deals and promotional agreements can dictate a fighter's schedule more than their own readiness or ambitions. Adding fuel to the fire, Price is now being eyed by Mikaela Mayer, who holds the WBO welterweight title. Mayer just secured a unanimous decision victory over Mary Spencer at 154 pounds on Thursday evening, proving she's still a formidable force and eager to challenge for the ultimate unification. But securing that date with Price? Mayer herself has highlighted the uncertainties swirling around, especially with boxers shifting to a new agreement involving terrestrial TV through the BBC. On top of that, Mayer's own promoters at Top Rank are facing similar uncertainties about their future. It's a reminder of how fragile the boxing landscape can be, where a single change in media partnerships can throw champions into limbo. Hearn, who recently capitalized on some instability among Matchroom's competitors at Boxer to ink a deal with light heavyweight Ben Whittaker, isn't just commenting, he's questioning the career trajectories of both Price and another rising star, Caroline Dubois. Dubois, a 24-year-old sensation, won her WBC lightweight title fight against Bomi Rishin on that same Thursday undercard, showcasing her potential as a pound-for-pound talent. Hearn shared his candid thoughts with Boxing Scene, revealing he came very close to signing Lauren Price 3 years ago. "I think she's having a disaster, if I'm honest, at the moment. She's in no man's land," he said. As one of the best female fighters pound for pound globally, Price hasn't stepped into the ring since March. With November approaching, there's a real possibility she might fight just once this year, something Hearn deems criminal. He puts Caroline Dubois in the same boat, another top-tier, young talent who's been inactive since March. "It's madness," Hearn exclaimed. The issue? Both fighters have been compensated handsomely, making them contractual pricey for promoters. Without sufficient budgets or lucrative rights fees from TV deals, it's tough to feature them in shows. For instance, Hearn explained how Boxer's upcoming event, featuring Troy Williamson against Callum Simpson, can't accommodate Price or Dubois on the undercard due to costs. Instead, promoters have to headline these stars, but without available dates, creativity is key to getting them fights. You can't have fighters sitting out for 10 months out the ring. That's the difficulty, Hearn noted, emphasizing how prolonged downtime can erode a fighter's skills, stamina, and market value, potentially leading to lost opportunities and even health risks in a sport as demanding as boxing. And this is the part most people miss: the broader implications for the sport. Inactivity like this isn't just frustrating for fans craving action, it can spark debates about fairness in boxing. Is it fair that top earners get sidelined because promoters can't afford them on smaller shows? Or should fighters demand more from their contracts to ensure consistent activity, even if it means negotiating tougher terms? Hearn even touched on broader ambitions, having previously discussed a potential deal with cruiserweight Vidal Riley, another fighter once under Boxer's banner, showing how promoters are always scouting for talent amidst these challenges. Speaking of must-see matchups, today's episode of Boxing Scene Today breaks down two thrilling upcoming fights that are heating up the scene: Stephen Fulton vs. O'Shaquie Foster, and Subriel Marshes against Dalton Smith. These bouts promise high-stakes action and could be the kind of events that revitalize interest in the sport. Scheduled for Thursday, October 30, 2025, they're a stark contrast to the inactivity drama, reminding us that boxing thrives on competition. What do you think? Is Eddie Hearn right to call Price's situation criminal, or is this just how the boxing business operates in a world of big money and media deals? Should promoters prioritize fighter activity over profits, or do you see a controversial counterpoint that high-paid stars like Price should push harder for opportunities? Share your opinions in the comments. Do you agree with Hearn, or is there another side to this story?